Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Tracy McGrady is out there with Gary Payton, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's McHale, and it's KD in at the small forward.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now here's Payton. Outside, KD. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
Here's Bryant. McHale with the rebound. And so Payton will bring it up for the Nuggets. McHale with a screen on Curry. Pass to Jokic, and stolen by Ayton. Outside Curry. Unloads from 13. McHale with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
A shot by McGrady, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And it's sent back by KD.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Jokic with his screen on Curry. Inside. Second-chance shot, and Jokic lays it up and in.
And loving the aggressiveness inside by Jokic. Fantastic with his understanding of when to look to score.
Now here's Curry. 12 points his last outing. Stolen by Durant. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he comes up with the deuce. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Timberwolves, number 1. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Ayton finds Bryant. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And he knocks down the first one. Boy, the regular season is coming to a close very quickly here, Stan. It's been a great year, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. Look, the talent level, the skill level in this league, night in and night out, just continues to get better. We see guys making great leaps. I just don't know where the end of this is, Kevin. It just is incredible.
And how lucky are we to get this front row seat, huh? My goodness.
Every night, we are lucky.
Now, here's Curry. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Back to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
Jokic finds McHale. McGrady against Wilkins. A shot by McGrady, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. And here's Bryant for 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots. That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Payton outside. Back to Jokic. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Look at how Jokic keeps his composure, even against the physicality inside.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
And just a solid way to start the game, 4-5.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, look who's coming out to the court. Come on, get back for your Timberwolves.
Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Timberwolves trail by 4. Curry passes to Kobe. And here's Edwards. Ayton sets the pick for Edwards. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 6 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is McGrady. Still yet to score. Jokic inside. He's covered by 8. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Ayton, and it's Klay Thompson in for Kobe. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic, and they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's tipped. Garnett with the steal. Here's Edwards. And the Timberwolves take on 2 more.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Nuggets trail. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Durant kicks to Murray. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Denver.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Edwards. The 3. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to KD. Pass to Jokic. Over Curry. The Nuggets with another miss. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Lets the 3 fly. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
McHale against Garnett. McHale passes to Cooper. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic a screen. And it's Cooper missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Thompson dishes to Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. And the Nuggets making a change here. And Edwards drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Nuggets trail by 6 on the 4 for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Tracy McGrady is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Cooper. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Murray in at the 1. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
And he makes the first. You know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised. Nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. Now, here's Reed. No scoring in this one. Back to Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray, the pass to McGrady. Markkanen a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's McGrady. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Now McGrady following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Wide open look here for Murray from outside off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Kobe rises and hammers it home.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Nuggets trail by 6. And here is McGrady. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. And he finishes nicely on the layup. McGrady's got his first points in this one.
Like the size McGrady had inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Thompson looking for an opening. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And here's Bryant for 3. Kobe can't get that one to fall.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Murray against Thompson. Markkanen a screen on Thompson. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Murray.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Kobe passes to Garnett. And here is DiVincenzo. He's covered by Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
They throw drop for DiVincenzo. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best dance move. Let's go.
Checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switcher also for Denver. Durant's checked in for Murray. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. McGrady against Bryant. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And it's tied up with that one.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
He makes one of two that time.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And Denver has possession after the basket by Minnesota. A shot by McGrady, no good. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Wilkins. Kicks it out to Bryant. It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
Now on the court is the active head of squad. He's not another. Attention please. Now on the court is your high squad. He's not another. It's time for defense.
Garnett's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Murray's checked in. Here's Murray. We saw him with 10 points last game. And it's sent back by Allen.
And there's the length of Allen. And as his anticipation gets better, those arms will be hard to escape.
A Wilkins. The shot missing. Nice defense from KD.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Love with the screen on Wilkins. 6 to shoot. Here's KD. The Nuggets with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside Wilkins. Allen kicks to Garnett. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wilkins, the pass to Edwards. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
First one falls for him. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Edwards' shot is good.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's Payton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And he's able to get it back. Love the pass to Murray. Outside, Payton. And a miss there on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Curry against Payton. Back to Thompson. Three-pointer. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Payton outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. Was shot by Payton, no good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten into the ball every quarter. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Durant. Over Thompson. The Nuggets with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Murray. And the wide open shot from Reed. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Durant for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so we conclude the first half. But Timberwolves on top as they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. A chance now to send it over to David. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The defensive effort has been the difference. They're determined, they're creating tough shots, and their intensity level hasn't been matched by their opponent.
Can't score, can't win. Simple, Dr. O'Neill.
I would agree, Professor Ernie Johnson.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
I think for the Timberwolves, a month left in the season. We still don't get to know where they land. Playoffs, play-in, or Cancun. A lot of options on the table.
Man, I know which they prefer, but it's going to take some good play down the stretch to get it done.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing here by 8. Stephen Curry's out there with Edwards. And there's Bryant. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
And just baiting them with the pump fake. Jokic showing a little IQ in his game.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
At just about 7 feet, Nikola Jokic has unreal skill. A great passer, insane feel for the game. This big man from Serbia will be a force for years to come.
And Jokic drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Outside Edwards. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 9. KD looking around. Jokic against Ayton. Back to KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dominique Wilkins comes up with the rebound. Pass to Ayton. And here's Kobe. Top of the key jumper, no good. Ayton with the ball. McHale with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Jokic with the screen on Curry. It's stolen by Edwards. Bryant in the corner. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. My favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Elbow shot, and he hits the jump shot. Kobe's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Jokic kicks to Payton. Outside, KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
First free throw is good.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And KD drops them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Curry on the wing. Covered by Payton. A shot by Curry, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, McHale. Payton dishes to Durant. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Durant's got it back down to within single digits for Denver. Outside, Edwards. Kobe against KD. To the inside. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Durant just inside the line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's only a 5-point Minnesota lead. Payton against Curry. Payton sets the pick for Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Takes a step back. Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Another one for Jokic. You expect him to wear down at some point, but he just keeps coming.
Payton a screen on McGrady. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the three. Outside, KD. Pass to Payton. Now, Jokic. He's covered by 8. Clock at 6. Jokic against Ayton. Jokic, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And it's Ayton missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. Payton with it. He's picked up by Bryant. Jokic sets the screen for McGrady. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McGrady's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Outside, Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Up top, Curry, covered by Payton. Here's Ayton. Kevin McHale pulls it in. Denver's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. McGrady passes to Payton. Jokic with the screen on Curry. Payton drives in. The teardrop falls in. Payton's got 5 now.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Garnett comes in for Wilkins. And it's Klay Thompson in for Edwards. And then for Denver, Kevin Love's checked in for Jokic. Cooper comes in for McHale. And it's Jamal Murray in for Gary Payton.
And the touch of Curry inside. This young man knows his shot well.
Murray finds Love. Back to Murray. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jamal Murray. Murray against Curry. Read the pass to Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Love. Love with the screen for Durant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Curry with it. And guarded by Murray. Outside Curry. Releases. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it and doesn't just give up on the shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Minnesota making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Markkanen comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payton in for Cooper. And he sinks the second.
A legendary shooter, Thompson is also a versatile defender who plays with great energy on both sides of the ball.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wilkins against McGrady. Driving the lane. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota leading by 4, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with Kevin Love out there with Markkanen. Then there's Payton. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray. The rebound by Garnett.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Down low. Here's Reed. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Reed is so tough to contend with inside. Knows how to put a defender in a tough spot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Both free throws good from Reid. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Edwards with the block. The deep 3 from Murray.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Allen's checked in for Naz Reid.
At the line for Minnesota, shooting 1.
One shot.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Markkanen looking it over. Jokic kicks to Payton. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Garnett with a screen on Murray. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Nuggets trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jokic finds Payton. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Payton passes to Murray. Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
And there could be a big future ahead of him. If tonight's game is any indication, Jokic has some serious upside.
Garnett the pass to Wilkins. Back to Garnett. It's Allen on the wing. Over Jokic. Misses off the left iron. The Nuggets trail by 7. To the paint. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Garnett. And Thompson kicks to Edwards. Garnett outside. Wilkins the pass to Garnett. Here's Edwards. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Edwards got 29.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Timeout call, Nuggets. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Ayton, he's checked in for Allen. Bryant comes in for Garnett. And it's Stephen Curry in for Edwards. The Nuggets also changing it up. McHale's checked in for Jokic. Kevin Durant comes in for Markkanen. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Murray. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen in on what David Adelman went over with his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. Told him the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Oh, Ayton in position. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Durant. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Curry. Pass to Wilkins. And stolen by Payton. Now Durant. High post McHale. Ayton's there. Shot clock at 5. McHale inside. Ayton's there. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for McHale. Outside Wilkins. Here's Kobe. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Edwards has come in for Minnesota. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Both free throws good for Bryant. Here's Payton. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
McHale with the ball. Wilkins picks him up. Bryant, that's for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bryant's got 9 points here in the second half. Payton passes to McHale. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. Edwards against McGrady. And it's Bryant missing. The Nuggets trail by 11. McGrady dishes to Durant. Strong finish by KD.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
You gotta be right up on Kobe because he is ready to pull it at any moment.
Timeout called, Nuggets.
All right, Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Somebody doesn't have to. Oh, yeah.
The Timberwolves making a switch. Garnett's checked in.
In for the Wolves, number 16, Kevin.
Here's Peyton. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Pass to Durant. It's in. Durant not bothered at all by the defense.
He's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
That's good from Edwards on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Wilkins. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
It's to Curry. Garnett kicks to Curry. Here's Edwards. And finished up by Edwards.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will return possession.
Substitution on the court.
Clock at 4. Thompson from long range sinks the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.